everyone, my name is Tori. This is Novel Life. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a massive unhaul. You're at a little bit of a different angle. I hope this is okay. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see how far you are. I'm here today to do a massive unhaul. These are all the books that I just unhauled, okay? I don't know how many it is. It's a lot. I go through my shelves and I'm pretty brutal. So my whole goal with this unhaul for this year in particular is I want to really hone in on my collection of my library. I love my shelves, okay? It goes from right here all the way around, and then this is the last shelf. There's a little bit that you can't see on camera, and they go all the way up to my ceiling. So I love my library. I've built it, and I want to make it a collection now, not just random books that I have on my shelves that I don't care to have. I'm never going to read. Ones I've tried to read and I've given 3 or 3.5 stars, those are all going to go. So I'm really happy. I hope you enjoy this unhaul. I'm gonna go shelf by shelf. It's a little chaotic, but I hope you enjoy nonetheless. I get rid of some duplicates, a lot of duplicates, I will say. Special editions, like either I have multiple special editions, I only need one, or I have the original copy and then I have a special edition. I don't need 2 copies. So yeah, that's what all of these are. So I hope you enjoy. It's a lot of footage, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's start going shelf by shelf by shelf unhauling. I'm so ready. Okay. You can't see this one right here, but this is the very edge of my bookcase, and this is my Rebecca Genshak collection, so this is going nowhere. Same thing with these. These are going nowhere. This is also my Rebecca Genshak shelf. So with this unhaul, I'm going to be very brutal. I'm sitting on a stool. I'm not on the floor because getting on the floor is very hard for me. So I'm going to be very brutal because this is like, I call this like my miscellaneous shelf. So this has like a lot of like random books that like, I don't know if I even want to keep them. Does that make sense? So this one is by Mimi Grace. I love this for fall, so yes, I'm gonna actually keep this one. Okay, you know what? I said that I would read this, but I really do want to read this, but I'm like, I don't know if I ever will. You know what? I think I'm gonna keep this one. Autumn Nights by Willow Astor. You know what? I think I'm going to unhaul this one because fall has come and gone for the second time that I've had this book. When was this book published? Hang on. 2022. Yeah, it has come and gone for like 3 falls and I have not read this. So I think I'm just going to unhaul it. Yeah, I'm going to unhaul it. This is my Morgan Elizabeth collection. I want to keep Maneater. I just got that in PR. I loved Passenger Princess. I loved Big Nick Energy. I loved 'Tis the Season for Revenge. I'm gonna unhaul this one. I've kept it around. I just don't recommend it too often anymore, but it's fine. This is like my one Megan Quinn that I actually do like, so I'm gonna keep this one. I'm definitely gonna keep my Heartstopper books because I like that one. I do have some books behind there. I need to see what that is. These are my 2 Emma Scotts. I've downgraded my Emma Scott collection to just these 2. You know what, actually? I think I'm going to unhaul this edition. I have a hardback edition like in my special edition shelf up top. So even though this is signed, I think I'm going to get rid of it because this is like the second copy that I have. So yeah, I am going to keep this special edition because I love it. It's a bind up of 2 books actually. Then I have my BK Borson books. That's what's behind here too, is 2 more BK Borsons. And then I'm actually going to unhaul this because I found this secondhand and I was really excited. But this is a very like worn down copy. There's like sticky stuff on the back. So I think I'm just going to unhaul this. Like, I was excited for this book because I read this first 2 books in this series, but this is book 4. I'm never going to come back to it. So going up, this shelf is not going to move because this is my Rebecca Genshak shelf. Actually, this is thrown for a loop. This one I'll put down here too. Rebecca Genshak shelf, Rebecca Genshak shelf. I'm not moving any of these books because those are my Rebecca Genshak shelves. So we're going to come over. This is really hard for me. This is just really hard for me. So what I'm trying to do with this unhaul is I want to collect books on my shelves that I absolutely love. Books that are some of my all-time favorites. I want to like create a collection of books that I want to come and like pick up and read. Does that make sense? So I read Leaking Olivia. I'm going to keep this one. It's also a special edition. I really like that one. Now, I've been saying I need to read these books for so long and I never have. And I think it's time to part ways with these. I think like this will go to another home and someone else will love these more than I do. I just really have no desire to pick these up right now. So also, if I really wanted to read them, they're on Kindle Unlimited. Same thing with Drowning Aaron. I think I'm going to get rid of this one just because I'm not actually going to read this one. I don't think I'll read this one. The Summer We Fell. These are actually my 2 Elizabeth O'Rourke books that I really, really love, so I'm going to keep them. These are my Evie Mitchell books. These are like NSFW ones. Maybe I shouldn't share those. Here, I'll show you this one. These are my Evie Mitchell books. These two are NSFW covers that I got. I actually love these. I recommend them for disability rep. This is a special edition of Not My Type that I love, so I'm going to keep this one. This actually is part of her All Access series. Oh, my bookmark is still in here. I actually haven't read this one, but I'm going to keep it because I love her. My two Chloe Walsh indie editions of these two, I'm going to keep that. These are two of the trad books that I own. I'm definitely going to keep... Oh, I found a bookmark. Huh. I found a bookmark in here. I've read this. I don't know why this is in here. I think I put it as a placeholder, but I have read this one. This one by Chloe Leese, I don't know if I'm going to keep. I actually haven't read this one. I think I'm going to keep this one just because it's the only one that I have unread by her, and I do want to at some point catch up on her backlist, so I'll keep that one. I do want to read this one sometime in December. I always put this on a winter TBR, so I'm definitely going to get to this one soon. And then these two by KK Allen I actually really love. These are two of my favorites by her, so that's that one. Okay, let's go down just a little bit. Yes, I still have pumpkins on my shelves because I'm pre-filming a little bit, but A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime by Monica Murphy. This is probably one of the only Monica Murphy books I really, really love. I don't know if I'll ever reread this one, but I got this in PR, decided to pick it up on a whim, and absolutely loved it. So, and it's signed to me, and this is like the only one that I really, you know what? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know, because I do have a special edition up here. I might come back to this one. I do have a special edition with this book in it that's signed too, so I don't know. Do you ever read books and then like grow them? Because I feel like that's with this book. So I think I'm going to, yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of this one. I liked it, but I just don't like when I keep it on my shelves. Sweet Dandelion, I actually love this book, so I'm definitely going to keep that one by Macaulay. For Lucy, I'm definitely going to keep. Go Deep by Rosie Adams, I'm going to keep. This one I just got this year, so I'm going to keep it because I do have this on my Kindle. And then these are my Becca and Christa Richie books from the Addicted series that I absolutely love. But I also have this like out of print copy, so I get to put this here with my Becca and Christa Richie. So yeah, those I downgraded my collection to these because these are my favorite in the series, and then this is my favorite. So yeah, I'm also, oh, you know what, let's go down a little bit more. Okay, I hope you can see this. We're going right here. This is as low as my tripod goes. So I did actually read this one, and I got it as a special edition from a Polycon, and I love the artwork, and I love that this has a beautiful artwork on the cover. But I read this, and this wasn't my favorite, and it's been on my shelves for a while, so I think I'm gonna pass it and give it to someone that would love it more than me. Okay, Tempt by Melanie Harlow. Do I need 2 copies of this book? No. I'm getting rid of books that I have double copies. So this one, gonna go, because this is the special edition and I love this cover. Ignite by Melanie Harlow. Is it bad that I don't even remember this book? I don't remember anything about this book, so I think she's gonna go too. Told you guys we're being brutal. From The Embers by Ali Martinez. I actually really do love this one. Untouchable, Sam Mariano, I'm going to keep. Even If It Hurts by Sam Mariano, because I had the best time with those books. These by Laura Lynn Page, I'm going to keep because I do love them. Oh, that's where this one went. I was trying to figure out where this book was. Blackthorn by J.T. Geisinger, I'm going to keep on my shelves. I don't know if I'm actually going to read that one, but we'll keep it. This one I actually just got in PR, so I'm going to keep that one. This one is tied together. These two I'm going to keep because I was sent by the author, and then these two are from my friend Sarah. So look at that, we made a little space. I'm so happy. Now let's move over. So this is actually my QB Tyler shelf and some other dark romances by Gray Rivers, which I really love. So I'm not going to get rid of any of my QB Tylers because I don't think I have duplicates. I don't think I do. I have this bind up that's probably a duplicate, but I have a lot of special editions or PR editions, and I really don't want to get rid of that one. Get rid of those. So we're gonna come up a little bit. So this shelf, I actually don't think, I downgraded this shelf a lot last time, so I have all of these editions. I actually read these recently and I really love them. This is a special edition by Ashley Munoz that I'm gonna keep. On the Shore by Laura Pavlov. This is my Laura Pavlov shelf that I have. And I love this whole series, so I'm going to keep that. And this one is a special edition. This one is just a new book that I recently got and I read and I loved it. And this one I recently got in PR, and it's about a rugby player, I think. So I thought that was really cool. So I'm put this on my small town romance shelf. So I'm not really getting rid of any of these. Sorry, Macy's in the way. Macy, watch out. I brought you guys in a little closer. So Tiny Pumpkins, I'm gonna move around. So this shelf I feel a little conflicted about. Okay, so these two by Kat Singleton I'm gonna keep. These two by Samantha Young I'm going to keep. This one I'm going to keep for now. I'm going to try and give it another shot. I did post recently that I got this in a book haul, and then I tried to read it and it wasn't hitting when I was reading it, so I want to come back to it. This is a special edition by Lila Sage that was gifted to me, so I'm going to keep it. Homebound. I have not read this one, and to be honest, I might just... Do I get rid of it? Do I get rid of this one? I don't know. I haven't read it. It has been on my TBR for literally the whole year. And part of me is like, there's so many other books out there. Do you know what I mean? That like I want to read right now over this. So I think I'm going to unhaul this. I read these and I both love them, but they're now trad picked up. So I want to see the covers in person of these. This is my Victoria Wilder. I'm going to keep these two because I love that one. This one by Paisley Hope I did enjoy, and I'm going to keep it for now and see if I keep recommending it. Now, out of these two, I did buy this recently, and this is my least favorite in the series. This one is still my favorite, so I think I'm just going to keep this one and then unhaul this one. Okay, we're going to come over and then we're going to go up because I don't think I'm going to get rid of any of these. This is my special edition Credence. Oh my god, look how pretty. Okay. I mean, I do have duplicates of Credence, but that's literally my favorite book by Penn. So the only one I have not read is Rival and Tristic Venom. So I think this shelf, I'm good. I'm going to keep this one as is. So we're going to go down one shelf. So this one is Requiem by Callie Hart. I'm keeping. Lights Out by Nevessa Allen I'm keeping. I did like that one. Kiss of the Basilisk. I did like that one. This is my Emily McIntyre series, so I'm going to keep these. I think I only have to read Twisted and Hexed. Yeah, those are the only two. They're the only two I have to read. Okay, this is where it gets tricky because I used to be a big Nikki Sloan fan, and I just don't think that I am anymore. And that makes me kind of sad, but I think I'm going to part ways with these because I don't really need them on my shelf. Same thing with this Initiation. These are just like a spicy good time, and they're fun, but like I don't really need them. This one was not that great. Trust Me by Tiffany Patterson. I'm going to keep that one. Stay With Me by Nicole Fiorina. That's one of my favorites, so I'm gonna keep that. Okay, I don't know if I can bring you any lower. Hang on. Can you see this right here? I hope you can. Okay, this is Hell House. I did not get to it this fall, and I said if I wasn't gonna read it now, then I'm probably never gonna read it, so I think I'm gonna give this one away. Yeah, it's a special edition, but I'm never gonna read this one. Irish by Brittany Nicole. I will read this at some point. Like, I'm keeping that one because I spent so much money on that. I'm gonna keep those Dom ones. I'm gonna keep these Becca. You know what? This is where I get conflicted. I found these half off, like at Half Price Books, and they were all like signed by book plates. And I really enjoyed this series. And I think the only one I haven't read is, I think this one. This was the 4th book. And I just don't know if I'm actually going to ever finish this. But I don't pick up these books. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to keep them because this is part of my collection, and I remember having the best time. So even if I reread them, it's fine. It's fine. I recently got this one in PR, The Good Girl Effect. I just haven't read it yet. This is my Salacious Player Club series, so I'm going to keep those. Keep Me by Sarah Kate. I actually think I'm going to get rid of this one because I don't have a desire to read this one. Now we've come back over to my special editions. So I think I want to kind of like thin these out a little bit more. So Painted Scars by Neva Altaj. Is this the first one? Hang on. I don't remember. I think I'm going to pass and get rid of this one because I like her stuff, but I don't need a physical copy. Fake Empire, I think I'm definitely going to keep this one by C.W. Farnsworth. This is one of my favorites by her, so I'm definitely going to keep this one. The Revenge Pack by Elsa Madden Mills. Ooh, do I need this? Do I need this? I remember reading this, but like, did I love it? I think I'm going to pass on this one. This is Lucia Franco. I actually really love this one, and I just have not gotten around to this one. It's one of her newer releases, so I definitely want to read this at some point, so I'm going to keep that one. So this is my Pam Godwin. I think I got rid of my other Sea of Ruin. No, it's still up there, but I think I'm going to get rid of my other Sea of Ruin and keep this one. Still Beating. Going to keep that one. Oh, this one is Dark Notes by Pam Godwin, so I'm definitely going to keep that one. The Mind F series. Elsie Silver. I read this and I gave it 3 stars, but this came from the publisher. But I feel like someone else would really love this, so I'm going to give this one to someone. When She Unravels, I really like this one, so I'm going to keep it. So this is where I need to see. This is the other one that I have in the back. So this is a paperback that I had back here that I just never had room to showcase before. But let's scoot this over. This one is The Summer We Fell which I really loved. Oh, you know what? Because I have The Summer We Fell here, and I have The Summer We Fell here, I can get rid of this one. I don't need 2 copies. Haha. Okay, we're gonna put this one. I did try to read, I won these in a giveaway, and I tried, and these are like her special edition covers. I think I'm gonna get rid of these because I tried to read this one and I didn't like it. Okay, now we're really getting into the nitty gritty. I think I'm gonna part ways with this book. And I say that because I've been holding on to it for 2 years now. I got this in Vegas, and I just have not read it, and I have no desire to read it. So we're gonna part ways with her. Ooh, okay, this one, The Bachelor by Marnie Mann. This is a really pretty edition, but I don't need to keep it. I tried to read this and it's not my favorite. Okay, and then, oh, I actually do want to read this. I forgot, I think I have this on my Kindle. So I am gonna keep this one. And Finding You by Lena Hendricks. I think I'm also going to keep this one because I may want to read this because it recently got picked up. So I do want to keep this one. These are just some Tessa Hale arcs I have. I think I'm going to part ways with this one. I have no desire to read this one. I've never actually, it's been like 2 years since I've had this and I've never read it yet. I need to stop buying books that I'm going to never read. Okay, just to show you some other special editions I have them right here. So this is my Anna Huang stuff. These are all Anna Huang. This is Rebecca Jinshak. This is Manacled. This is just a PR box that I have behind there. And then this is my booktuber box. So I'm going to keep those. I think I'm actually going to put this Daydream that I got. Ooh, from Atria. I think I might put that right here. That's it. Yeah, that works good. Okay, so this shelf is what we did when I was sitting down. So now we're right here. Okay, so my A.L. Jackson collection, I'm not going to do anything with these. I did realize that I have 2 books, the same book. So I have this edition of Love Me Today, which is gorgeous, and I do want to read this at some point. But I also have the hardback that I got in PR that I never actually read. Oh, and it has some... You know what? I think I know people who like this, and I'm going to pass on this one because I have 2 editions. I don't need 2 editions. Like, there's no point of having 2 editions of the same book. Okay, unless it's like an all-time favorite. And then I say that because I have The Brightest Light of Sunshine, and I have this whole, like, these paperbacks that I love because I bought myself. But then I have this edition, and I absolutely love this edition. So, like, if I were to display this, I would display this one. Okay, I think it's time to part ways with some of my Candy Steiner. So, I think I'm going to part ways with this one because I don't remember liking it. I'm going to part ways with this one. I think I'm going to part ways with a lot of these. Is that sad? I'm going to keep this Love Letter to Whiskey, though, because I did love this one. I just want to thin out I have all of these books. Like, I've never read these. Okay, I did read Waitlist, and I like that. But, like, I never read these, and I don't need them. Yeah, I think I'm going to part ways with all of these. Guys, I'm being brutal. I'm ready to start 2026 very fresh. I told you that. So, that really thinned out this shelf. I may go and kind of, like, reorganize in a little bit, because I want to do more stuff like this where I can show favorite stuff. Okay, so then we're going to come over here. I don't think, well, I say this, but let me see what I'm going to get. Oh, these are special editions. Oh, these go on my special edition shelf. I think I'm going to keep all these because this is Block Shot by Kenzie Ryan. I'm not getting rid of that one. Scored by L. Kennedy. I think the artwork's pretty, and I do want to read this. He's like a race car, well, motorcycle racer, so that seems interesting. I definitely have to rearrange it a little bit. Oh, these are some book plates. Unsteady, not going anywhere. These are copies that are not going anywhere. Hockey with Benefits, I'm going to keep this. You know what? I need to part ways with these. I'm never going to recommend them, and I'm never going to get to them. I do want to read this Pippa Grant book, so I'm going to keep that one. And then I have these 2, which I do love. It's a hockey romance, so I'm going to keep these. Okay, we're making really good progress. Let's go up more. We'll start right here, because this is the corner, and then this is something different. Okay, these I'm going to keep by Tal Bauer. I read this one, love this one, and then I do want to get to You and Me. From Luke Off with Love. I've had this one for, I feel like years I've had this book, actually. I've had this book for years, so I'm definitely going to keep this one. It's one of my favorites. My Liz Tomforde collection, One Pucked Up Pack. Ooh, I forgot I do want to read that one. Okay. I think I'm going to get rid of these by S.J. Silvis because I feel like I've outgrown some of my hockey stuff. And same thing about these Stephanie Archer ones. I just don't particularly, like, have a desire to read these. And then I'm going to keep Gold by Alexandria House. Ooh, maybe I can, like, really compress my my hockey romance collection. Well, Liz Tomforde is more than just hockey, so we'll keep her there. Look at that. A whole shelf clear. Okay, now we're gonna come over here. So these, Left It Forever, one of my favorite books that I read this year, so that one's staying. Please Don't Go. I want to come back to it at some point. I may keep this one because it's a sprayed edges situation and I really like to display them. But these I recently got this year. I read this one. I haven't read these two and I want to. Okay, Curvy Girl Summer I'm keeping because I really enjoyed that book. I want to read this one sometime before the end of the year. I have it on my library app. I want to read this one so badly. And I think I'm going to get rid of these. Yeah, I keep saying I'm going to read them. I'm never going to read them. Oh, I have 2 editions of this book. Where's the other edition? Hang on. So I have this edition and then I have this edition, which is like relatively the same. This one's from Afterlight, I think. It's really stunning. So I think I'm going to part ways with this one. Oh, wait, did I keep this one? Because it's signed. Oh, this one's signed and personalized. That's why I was keeping it. This one I don't think is signed. Let me see. Oh, it is signed. You know what? It's okay. I'm going to keep this one and I'm going to part ways with this one. And then I'm going to keep this one by Iris. I want to read this one. This is a favorite. This one's a favorite. Oh, and then I have 2. I put these because they don't look that pretty, but I have 2. I've read these and I like them. So we're going to keep those. Okay, now we're going to go up more. We'll see if I can. I don't know if I can go up. So up here is my Bethany and Chris shelf. None of these are moving. I love these. These are all-time favorite books. It's a collection I will always have for the rest of my life. Okay. This one, I don't think I've read this one. Ooh, by Brittany C. Cherry. So I think I'm going to part ways with this one because I haven't read this one. Eleanor and Gray I read and really loved. The Gravity of Us I've read and I love that one. This one I read and loved. This one I read and loved. No, I haven't read this one. I just got this one recently. Kenzie Ryan shelf. She ain't moving. She's not going anywhere. Danielle Allen I'm keeping. And then I always recommend this one for summertime. It's so freaking cute. So, and it's signed to me. So I'm going to keep. So this shelf right here, I have a feeling I thinned out this shelf already. The only one that I really want to get rid of is this one. I don't think I have anything behind here, but all of these I've read and I've really enjoyed. I guess, like, do I need this original copy? Because I have this one. It's a special edition. So I think I'm going to get rid of this one and keep this one. Oh, you know what? I just got this one in a Book of the Month box. So I'm going to keep that one and see if I get to it. And then up here, I don't know. Let me see how much I can tell you guys. Having tall, like, built-in bookcases is fun and dandy until, like, you have to do stuff like this. And you're like, what is happening? Okay. Sorry for the weird angle. Zinni, I actually liked this one. So I'm going to keep this one. Only for the week I'm going to keep. This one I'm going to keep. I think I'm going to get rid of... I thought I read this one, and I hadn't read this one, so we're going to get rid of her. I have my Sylvia Day books back there, which is like a Bear to You series that's well and beloved, so... Oh, I read these. I read these. I read these. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to take this one down and put it on my TBR shelf for my December. TBR, because I've heard this is a like winter-y book, so if I don't get to it this winter, it's gone, but I'm gonna take it down so I don't forget. Okay, this is my Colleen Hoover shelf, so I think I'm gonna, yeah, I'll just keep these because those can stay up here. That's fine. Okay, so that's kind of thinned out some. Okay, so these are more collectible things, so like up here I have a lot of books, but I think I'm gonna get rid of these 2 because I have the special editions of them. Like, I don't need these 2 copies if I have special editions. Will I regret this? Maybe. Haven't decided. These I don't have special editions for. Oh, Dark Notes. Actually, this is another special edition. Yeah, this is a hell lovely edition. I think I'm also gonna part ways with this one because I have the other one that I like better. And then these are my Lucia Franco books, so we're gonna keep her because I love Lucia. And then, I guess you can see these. These I'm probably going to keep. I don't really touch these. So we're going to come down to these. I have a feeling like I'm not really going to get rid of a lot of these because these are more of my, like, authors that I love in their collections. So I have all of my Lauren Asher books. This is a local author that I want to read. And then these I want to read. I've read Wreck My Plans, but I want to get to these because I bought those this year. Same thing with my Anna Huang's right here. This is my whole Anna Huang's shelf, so she's not going anywhere. These are going to go by relatively quickly because, like, this shelf is Elsie. Same thing with this shelf. And then some other Catherine Cowles books. So, yeah, I feel like I'm not really going to get rid of those. But I'm, like, contemplating my collection here because, honestly, I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't know if I've outgrown Sierra Simone's writing or it just hasn't worked for me, but I think I'm going to part ways with this book. Because I don't really love this series and I have no desire really to read it. So I'm going to part ways with all of these. It's like the novella, the first book, and then this is the last book. This is an arc though, so I just really don't have a desire to read those. Now this series I absolutely love, and I'm keeping both covers of this. because I just love both covers separately. But I love this series by her, and then I think I might actually part ways with this one too. Is this one even signed? No, this is just a normal paperback. I think I'm going to part ways with this. Also, I don't really know what this is, so we're going to get rid of that too. So like, look how much I've gotten rid of. I'm so happy. Okay, so we're going to come over just right here. So this is some historical fiction books. I actually think I'm not going to get rid of any of them because I haven't read this one, but I want to. Love this book. Gonna read this soon, maybe before the end of the year. I haven't decided. Love, haven't read yet by this author. Haven't read, really enjoyed. Actually, yeah, I actually enjoyed this one, so I'm gonna keep it. This one I just got this year, and then these I love. So those are gonna stay. Like these, I feel like these shelves are gonna go by quick. So keeping, because I haven't read this one, but I want to. She's a new author I've discovered. The pumpkins are all in the way. Love this book. Enjoyed this book, but I like this author because I have her collection. Loved this book, want to read this book, love this book, want to get to Vanessa Riley. Read this, I think, you know what, I'm going to part ways with this one. I read this one, I think this year or last year, and it was fine, but it wasn't my favorite. This one I got as a gift recently, so I do want to get to that one soon. And then Circe. I don't think I have anything in the back. Okay, cool. And then we come over to this shelf. This is my Nikki Castle shelf, clearly. Gabrielle Sands. So, yeah, and these are not going anywhere. And I don't think I'll ever read this one. This one's been on my TBR for literally years and I haven't gotten to it. This shelf, and then this one that you can't see. So these four, I do want to thin out a little bit. So we're gonna kind of get brutal with it. Hopefully you stick around. My Lori Gilmore collection, she's not going anywhere. This one, I'm gonna get rid of because I keep saying I'm gonna read it. I'm never gonna read it. My Chanel Cletons, those are staying full shoal. I think I'm gonna keep this one because I want to read this for our next historical fiction readathon. This one I'm gonna get rid of. This one was sent to me by the publisher and I just don't have any desire to read it. I do want to read this one because this is Christy's, one of her favorites. I do want to read this one in readathon. Oh, and then I have one in the back. Hang on. Oh, I do want to read this one too. I actually want to do a video where I read this book because it's a Prime Video. I want to make sure it's a Prime Video thing, but over on my Patreon where I read the book and then I watch the TV show or movie or something, and I think this might be a fun video for that. So, and then we're going to just come over right here. So these, I feel like I don't need to thin out these because I liked this one, just got this one, want to read this one, just got this one, and then these I've all loved. I haven't read this one yet, but this is one of my last books by Amy Harmon. So these are fine. These are fine. It's this shelf that I need to thin out. Seriously, I do need to thin it out. Okay, I'm never going to read this. I thought I was. I'm not actually going to read this. Intermezzo I'm going to keep because I did buy that. My Ashley Poston collection we're going to keep. Frederick Bachman we're going to keep. I did read this one I really liked. I do want to read this one. Want to read this one. Want to read this one. I feel like I'm never going to read this one. So we're going to get rid of it. That was bought secondhand. This one I'm keeping. I just got this year. And then this one, I'm never going to get to this. It's an anthology. If we come over right here, these are, I feel bad. I'm in a mood to just get rid of everything. So same thing with this one. I can always get this from the library. Same thing with this one. I can get this one from the library. Vivid, I'm going to keep that one. Julianne Malpass, I'm never actually going to read this one. I do want to read this one. I'm going to keep that one. Something Fabulous. I think I read this one, so I'm going to keep it. I did read this one. I did read this one. I want to keep this one. I did read that one. Oh yeah, definitely keeping that one. Definitely keeping Paul Dark. This one. I want to keep this one. Okay, maybe I'm not getting rid of as many as I thought on this shelf. Okay, but I did thin it out. That's fine. Okay, I like that. This starts kind of like my fantasy shelf. These are my fantasy books, and then we'll go into some of my favorite contemporary, and then we have fantasy left, so we're pretty much almost done. So I loved these books, and I think it's time for me to part ways, oh my gosh, with this series, because I've tried to read these, and I have not gotten into them, and I think for me, I'm not in the mood for YA. So I think I'm going to part ways and give these away, because I know other people would love them. That makes me so sad, but I really loved this by Chloe Gong. These I'm going to keep, these I'm going to keep. I think actually I'm going to get rid of this one because I tried to read this and I tried to read this one and I did not like it that much, but this is like a special edition and someone else will love it. Okay, and then, oh, this is Cleo Evans. I actually really like her stuff, so I'm going to keep this one. Special edition. I got this one for $5 and I think I'm going to get rid of it because someone read it recently and said that it wasn't that great, so I'm going to get rid of that one. So this shelf, I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to keep this one. Keep Invisible Life. Keep Starling House. keep this one because I just got it. I'm gonna unhaul this one because we read this as a group book. Well, I did not read it. Christy read it and she did not like it. Mistress of Lies I'm gonna keep because I do want to maybe get back to that one. Mate I'm gonna keep. I'm actually gonna unhaul this one. I got this one and then Christy said it wasn't that great, so I don't want to keep books on my shelves. And then this is Adeline Grace, Wind Weaver I really love, and then Rose Bargain. So I'm gonna take you on a little trip just while I'm sitting here. So Chloe Walsh collection, she's not going anywhere. I'm a big Chloe Walsh fan. Gianna Darling, she's not going anywhere. I have a lot of Gianna Darling I have a lot of Gianna Darling books. And then we have Catherine Cowles, JLA, Sarah J. Maas. So those shelves are not really going anywhere. I don't really want to part ways with any of those. So that just means we just have my fantasy shelf over here. So this will be fun. So these are special editions that I got as a gift, and I'm not going to do anything with those. I'm not going to get rid of these. I just got these in PR this year, so I think I'm going to keep this one. I read this one, and these I recently got. So none of these are going to move. I have a feeling a lot of these fantasies I'm not going to get rid of. So like this shelf, a lot of these I've read. This one I just got for my birthday. Just got this one. I do want to read this one. Me and Fairy Tale have a love-hate relationship. I haven't decided what to do with that one. This one we're gonna keep. Out of like all of these I haven't read this one, and this one. And then these two I just got for my birthday. So that's not too bad. This is my my obviously collection of special editions. Second Death of Locke, not going anywhere. Quicksilver, Blood Over Brighthaven, Silver Elite, Diary Round, some Fairy Loot editions that I want to keep. This one, and then this is just 2 books in one. So these aren't going anywhere. This is another shelf where I feel like nothing's gonna go anywhere. Alchemized, special edition. This one was one of my favorite books of this year. This one, I'm not allowing myself to buy any more in this series until I finish book 2. Lady of Darkness series, I read these 3 and I love them. This is my Legacy series. Josiah Air I'm reading actually in November. House of Bane and Blood. I actually have, where did they go? Oh, these 2. I put them up here. I have these 2 editions. So I think I'm going to get rid of this because I don't personally care which one I have, but the publisher sent me these. So I think I'm going to part ways with the indie copy because I don't care which one to have. Like, it does not bother me. So I'll put these back up here because they match better. Spinning Silver, I want to read. Jade City. And then I have some like Nalini Singh books back here that I want to keep. So you know what? I might do this. Because I have Brandon Sanderson, Nalini Singh. Because I really liked Warbreaker when I read it. This Nalini Singh, I don't think I have. I only have 3 Nalinis. Yeah, and I met Nalini this year? Last year I met her, I think. No, maybe it was this year, I can't remember. But those are just some, and I'll put a pumpkin, I'll put a pumpkin on top. Make it be cute. Okay, this next shelf. Okay, Fallen Star. This is the indie edition, and I'm not going to part ways with it because I really love this series. So, like, these I'm not going to part ways with. Now, The Fear of the Flame, you guys know, I tried to read Wrath of the Dragon. I did not like that one. So I feel conflicted. Like, do I still keep these? I don't know. These I just got this year I'm keeping, and I read them. This one. I do have 2 copies. I have this When the Moon Hatched and this one, but I think, is this one a signed one? I don't think I actually met her. Oh, okay, I did not meet her. But when I reread this book, which I will be doing, I want to highlight, so I only highlight in, like, paperback. And I highlight non-special edition. And because this is a special edition, she's going nowhere. She's staying there. So technically, we only have 2 more shelves, so we're kind of going to go through them really quickly. I'm going to need my stool in a second. I'm going to get rid of Wings of Starlight. I read this year, and I gave it 3 stars. It was fine. Terror at the Gates, I really loved. This one I have on my Romantasy TBR. Phantasma I loved. These 2 I've loved. Now, all of these books are brand new books that I got this year from publishers. And I recently got them. So these are going to stay. Metal Slinger I'm going to keep. This one I think I'm going to part ways with. I've never read it, and it's on KU. So, Dance, I actually love these by Elise Kova. I'm going to get rid of these 2 by Juliet Cross because it's been a while, and I don't really have a collection. I'm going to get rid of this one, and then I'm going to keep these 2 because I did like Black Sunshine, one of my favorites, and then Gothicana. Okay, that was actually really easy. One more shelf, guys. One more shelf. I need to get my stool. Let's go up. Okay, this is 6 of Crows, Midnight Sun. We're keeping those. This is my collection of Scarlet St. Clair. She's going nowhere. I love her so much. Veiled Kingdom. I'll keep that one. I think I'm going to part ways with this one. I don't know why I was sent this from the publisher, but I don't really have a desire to read it. I'm not going to read this. It's YA. I'm not reading that one. The Wraith King I'm gonna get rid of. These I'm gonna keep. I like this Trisha Levenseller, and this is my Curse the Broadwit collection, my hardbacks, and then I have Fourth Wing. Why do I have so many copies of Fourth Wing? That's Onyx, wait. Yeah, Onyx Storm, Iron Flame. What the heck? Oh, this is my annotated copy. Okay, we'll keep that one. And then I have a dust jacket back there because for this one, it's the first edition with these, but I have a bluey thing. So we'll keep her like that. Perfect. Yay. Okay, I'm really happy with that shelf. So that's the last shelf. That's my unhaul, guys. That is everything that I got rid of. I hope you enjoyed going along with me and getting rid of all of these books. If you've made it this far and you want to let me know, leave me the book stack emoji in the comments down below because, oh my gosh, I got 4 stacks of books behind me. I'm sitting in front of one completely. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content from me. As always, I hope you're living a novel life, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.